What are the top 5 pros and 5 cons of living in Phoenix, Arizona? The good, the bad, and the ugly? Hopefully this video will get you a little closer to deciding if Phoenix, Arizona is the place for you, or maybe it'll help you rule it out. And stick around to the end and hear the one thing that absolutely drives me crazy. Also, be sure to call, text, email, or reach out on social media if you want to make Arizona your home. I would love to be your go-to real estate agent. Now, some of these are pretty clear cut, and maybe a few are things you weren't quite aware of. Let's start with the pros. And also, I want to hear from you in the comments, what would be, your own list of pros and cons for Arizona. Pro number 1, obviously, is the weather. Like I said, you don't have to shovel sunshine. As someone who grew up in central Illinois, I know what it's like to have to plan for shoveling snow, dealing with the below freezing temperatures and the gray skies. It's awful, but not here. There are around 300 days of sunshine in Phoenix, and you can do without the shovel and snowblower when you get here. If you can handle the summer heat, you'll absolutely love and appreciate the great temps, the other 8 months of the year. Not having that Midwest humidity in the summer, it does help, but let's face it, 115 is 115. Yeah, it's a dry heat, but it's hot. It's just a touch warm. Enjoying the outdoors in December and January and not freezing, to me, that's a huge bonus and greatly outweighs, that awful summer temperatures. There's also a lack of natural disasters. Most common would be drought and high heat. Colorado River, you're greatly appreciated. Hurricanes, they're definitely not happening here, and tornadoes are just not as common as they are in other parts of the country, like in the Midwest. Number 2 on my list are the low property taxes. Home prices here definitely are rising, but lower taxes allow for you to afford more. For example, a $350,000 home in Illinois, your taxes are going to be $10,000 to $12,000 or more. Crazy, right? Phoenix metro area, a $350,000 home, you're paying around $1,500. I would much rather have my monthly payment go toward my home and my principal and my equity instead of my tax bill. Pro number 3 is growth. Jobs and businesses are moving to Arizona and the Phoenix area. It's a business-friendly environment with plentiful job opportunities. Businesses and people are fleeing high-tax states like California and Illinois, and they're ending up in the Phoenix area. Towns and cities are growing, master communities are being developed, and the housing market has a lack of inventory. Look at Queen Creek, eventually they may have the same explosive growth that Gilbert has had. Queen Creek did just create its own police department, therefore, even creating more jobs in that sector. And this growth, it creates, more jobs, careers, and economic positivity. It's a good thing. Pro number 4 is things to do. You can go outside and do almost anything here. Hiking, off-roading, fishing, enjoy the lakes, fitness, head up into the mountains. There's also tons of pro sports here. You have Arizona Cardinals, Phoenix Suns, the Diamondbacks, Arizona Coyotes, and then in the springtime you have the Cactus League, which brings in fans from literally all over. The Cactus League has a direct total economic impact of over $300 million. It's a great time to see some of your favorite players in a completely different environment and different atmosphere. Also, I've heard that Arizona has more shoreline than the United States West Coast. Something people may not realize is there's at least 6 nice lakes near Phoenix. You have Lake Pleasant, about an hour drive from downtown Phoenix. Saguaro Lake, which is right in the lush Tonto National Forest, surrounded by towering canyon walls, and not too far from downtown Phoenix. There's also Canyon Lake, only about an hour drive from the city center of Phoenix. Then you also have Apache Lake. Apache Lake is one of Phoenix, hidden gems. This is one of the best salt river lakes here, and provides visitors with stunning views all around. It's situated amidst the Superstition Wilderness and the 3-Bar Wildlife Area. And then there's Roosevelt Lake, located less than 2 hours from Phoenix. It's a great place for people looking for a little adventure in their life. There's water skiing, fishing, boating, camping. And last is Bartlett Lake. Bartlett Lake is certainly Arizona's best kept secret. Located only an hour away from Tempe Town, This lake is situated in the heart of the Tonto National Forest. There's a vast area of over 2,800 acres and is fed by the beautiful waters of the Verde River. Number 5 is the location. When people from somewhere, where they love to brag about the seasons, oh, we have seasons. Yeah, enjoy your awful seasons.
It's nice here, but I couldn't live here. I love seasons too much. I love seasons. So do I. That's why I live in a place that skips the shitty ones.
Just because you're in Arizona, it isn't just, heat, death, and barren land. If you get tired of living on the sun, head up to Flagstaff to get away from the heat and enjoy winter sports. Flagstaff averages 81 inches of snow every year. You can also drive up to the mountains, visit Sedona, Jerome, the Grand Canyon. It's also a fairly easy drive to Las Vegas or San Diego. Then you have the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, which can pretty much get you anywhere you need to go. And if you're looking for maybe go to a smaller destination, you have the Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport, which definitely smaller, less crowded, and this serves flights to smaller markets like Peoria, Illinois by way of Allegiant Airlines. So now you've heard the good stuff, what is the bad? What is it that you may absolutely hate about Arizona and the Phoenix area? Well, here they are. Number 1 con, Arizona can kill you. Well, and if it doesn't kill you, it can definitely hurt you. This is where you have cactus, scorpions, snakes, and spiders, they're all the norm. You can also run into a Gila monster. Is it poisonous or venomous? Do you know the difference? If you survive the wildlife, then you have the number 2 con, the weather. Yes, what you may love in December and January, you may curse in July and August. The heat can be oppressive. When you live in Arizona, you're pretty much living on the sun. So check this out. Amongst the most significant records in 2020, here they are. Hottest August and hottest month. August average temperature of 99.1 degrees represented the hottest month on record in Phoenix. The blistering average high of 110.7 is the hottest of any month as well. In addition, the 12 nights with low temperatures at or above 90 degrees, the best previous record of 8 such nights was in 2011. So again, a new record for August. Not necessarily records you want to set. It was the hottest July and second hottest month. The average temperature of 98.9 set a July record, boosted by an average high temp of 109.8. That's crazy. There's 16 instances of a nighttime low in the 90s. So not exactly a low there. This was the hottest summer. The summer started okay with the average June temperature around 92 degrees, just ranking around the 21st hottest on record. But then came the back to furnace-like conditions in July and August. The summer average temperature of 96.7, it demolished that old record of 95.1 set a few years back. There was also the most 90-degree nights. The temperature never dropped below 90 on 28 nights. The old record was 15 set, again, about 10 years ago. And the 50 days with high temperatures at or above 110 degrees, that destroyed the old record of 33 days set in 2011. So again, that's 50 days over 110. That's crazy. So you definitely have to be prepared. There's also more excessive heat warnings. The Weather Service issued these warnings, the most severe heat alert, 43 times, vastly outpacing other years in the past decade. Plus, yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, it's a touch warm. Just make wise choices, take precautions, drink water, and definitely safety is something you need to keep in mind. The number 3 con is it's a competitive real estate market. Home prices are rising, and you need to be prepared and have someone to fight for you. If you're used to being the only bidder on the home, or the homes are sitting forever and you have tons of time, and you don't have a strong agent to handle the negotiations of buying or selling, you may not get the home you want, or you may not make the best financial move if you're buying or if you're selling. That's where you call or text me. That's why I can actually put together a plan. We can work together. That way you are successful in buying or selling your home here in Arizona. Number 5, transportation and population. There are complaints of a lack of public transportation and not as developed light rail system that other similar sized cities have. I think it would be difficult here if you did not own a car compared to other cities like Chicago, where there's so many different options as far as getting around. Except in Chicago, you also risk getting shot and robbed. So not as violent here. But the population here, is rising. I've heard around 250 people a day are moving into the Phoenix area. As of 2017 census, we had almost 5 million people in the Phoenix metro, making it the 10th largest metropolitan area in the nation by population. So probably that next census, if it hasn't come out already, it is going to be above 5 million people. So that's a lot of people, and that makes things more congested. The highways might become busier, and no one likes a more congested highway. Also, it seems like pedestrians here are getting hit by cars a lot. I don't know why, but look both ways. And here is my bonus con number 6. Shopping carts. Buggy if you're from the South. I don't get it. Like at the grocery store, it seems like people here maybe just don't care, and maybe half understand how to put a shopping cart where it goes, and some people don't. But put your cart back, people. It's not that hard. It'll make you a better person. So let me hear what I missed. So what would you include? Are there other pros and cons you're aware of, or maybe you're thinking? Are you thinking of making the move here? If so, I would love to help you. I love being a real estate agent. I love showing off this great area. Again, call, text, email, find me on social media, whatever works for you, and we can make your Arizona life happen. Take care.